Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so we're continuing on. I got the sound turned up because we're going to be flying. We're continuing on to work on the helicopter. So, as you can see, I expanded the cockpit a little bit. It's still actually missing a couple of things. We'll do that right now. Okay, so I expanded it. I expanded the helicopter. Let's see, where do we want this little map to be? It could be it could even be just a single. It could even be just a single monitor. Honestly, I don't even know if I can afford the single monitor. Can I? It's 500. Look, I got 676 left. Yeah, so that'll be the last thing. Oh, can I afford a keypad? They're 200. They're 20 bucks. Oh, nice. Nice. Map zoom. Alright, and then take our systems button. That's going to turn that on. Map zoom into there. X. Y. Video. Alright, so as you can see, I have crammed as much technology as I can afford into this thing. Cost me every dime. There we go. Cost me every dime. Okay. So, as I was saying, when we get further on in our career, we're going to use drones. We're almost to that point now, actually, where I could build a ship that can carry these helicopters. We're going to make this helicopter smaller. Sorry. The next helicopter we build is going to be a lot smaller than this. It's just going to be built to carry resources. And it's going to have a camera on it so we can launch it and do a few things. So let's go over this. So we turn the systems on. Turn on our flight light. We want this to be fairly strong to take off. I won't turn the altitude hold on just yet. I gotta do one more thing here. Electricity. To the bouton. Spotlight on the front. It has a backlight as well. And then, alright, the monitor. Does it have electricity? It does. Alright, now it does. Yeah, and we can launch. We'll have the other boat on it. Oh, this is going to be really cool. This is going to be really, really cool, actually. Yeah, so, alright. So we need the helicopter. It's going to make us a fair amount of money here. Let's see. So we're going to get inside. Bear with me. I do have a brighter light. Right? Two different lights. White light. Red light. You know. It's a military helicopter, so I'm not putting nav lights on it. Forget about that. Alright, that works. Alright. Okay, we're gonna go pick up 2 containers. I was testing this out. It does fly exceptionally well. And then I will go over. Alright, we want this container right here that I'm on top of. So let's see here. Let's go forward a little bit. Oh, I don't have any brakes on the wheels. That was the one thing I didn't want to do. It's alright though, the rotors are above the... Okay, so we're going to pick up this... Ooh, do I have the rope? Yeah, we do. Okay, we're going to pick up this container here. This one here. Alright. Bear with me for a moment. We're going to pick up this container, and then there's another container over there we are going to be picking up. This one right here. This one right here. Alright. Now this one needs a bit more to pick up the container also. Alright, so it's got the container. We just hover for a minute and I'll get these ropes figured out. It's probably good there. Alright. We're going to grab that pink container there. And then what I'll do is we'll go over the automatic flight controls. It's pretty stable. I mean, it's pretty stable with the I'm the one that's kind of making everything swing around. So as a drone, this is going to work out perfectly for resources and all kinds of stuff. It's going to work out. Oh, I can search for an overboard passenger. There we go. Okay, so first thing we want to do, let's set our altitude 400. We can go up higher than that. Altitude, hold on. Whew. We are ascending. Watching the heat climb. That's the big one. The heat. Alright, anyways, so then what we want to do is, because I might not make it with this one, I might have to calibrate the engine a little bit more. So this is our destination. So we'll put that in here. Oh, something happened. Need more clutch. There we go. Okay, and then we'll turn on the yaw hole. Alright. Now, if we set our pitch to like 0.6, now I'm able to fly forwards automatically. Now the helicopter's flying all by itself. Now the thing here is the heat. We might not be able to keep up to that. And then so I might just need a couple more radiators. Probably what I need. A couple more radiators to cool down the engine. Going pretty fast. But heat is an issue. Yeah, I'll need 2 more radiators. At least. Alright. Yeah, otherwise we're going to overheat and I'll crash again. Because we have to push the engines so hard, so we can carry these containers. But that's what I wanted to show. I just wanted to show. So now we have the autopilot, right? So now this helicopter flies basically all by itself, minus the engine troubles, which we'll have to fix, right? So, yeah, that's pretty much that. That's pretty much. We can fly to the Arctic now with this thing if we needed to, automatically. It would take forever. That's why I use the jet, because it still takes forever with the jet. Alright, so the brakes. Okay, we'll run this through the seat is what we'll do. We'll run 3 can be their brakes. Now, yeah, so they were working, they just, we need more. So, probably what I can do is this. And we can probably take, that. Oh, it's too bad. Oh, let's see what we can do here. Perfect. All right, that's what I like about these modular engines. They're really easy to expand. Because as you saw there's no way the engine would have been able to keep up. Oh, minus 1,000 those repairs. So I could do that. I could do that. Ooh. All right, let's try that. It's a good thing I have it designed. for cheapness. Oh, that is. Anyways, now hopefully you get the idea of flight, how to make this thing stable. Oh, I don't have the RPS coming up there. Okay. So, still a few things to calibrate. Let's go pick up this container. That's cool. Barely got hot. Alright. Let's get this special cargo delivered. And then we're going to turn on the bottom. That one. Alright. Prepare for takeoff. Alright, so... pick up both of them again, and then we'll go over the flight, the automatic flight. Basically, it's just if you have the pitch. I'm doing here. Obviously. Now, did I? I did, okay. Oh, there we go, there we go. Okay, so we'll set our altitude to 500. Alright, so we'll ascend. Set our destination. And then our pitch. Yeah, we start to speed up. And now we can pretty much fly by the dials in the map. And that's it. Just make sure we're above, far enough above, our altitude is good. But we can fly, then we just have to monitor our heat. Again, hopefully, seems more stable this time, I don't know. And that's it, we're flying. So yeah, the next step will be to take this, shrink the helicopter down. Because the same engine will still have the same power. And without the large chassis, we'll be able to automatically pick up these containers with a small little drone, and we'll be able to program a flight path for it. I'm gonna go over that. We must reach our altitude. I'm gonna go over that, programming a flight path and all that good stuff. Yeah. There's a balance here somewhere. We got 51. Yeah, 51. It's neat. It's almost like being in the airplane. I really like it. Oh, there's the wave there, down there in the river. Right, so this is what I'm saying. When it comes to oil and it comes to doing all that stuff, these drones, these helicopter drones, are going to be a big part of it. And I'm really happy that I was able to get this helicopter drone to function, this way, because this is how I want to design the drone. Looks like the heat's reasonable. It'll probably peak at some point, hopefully. There's that helicopter over there. That's cool. Then, like I say, we could put a door on the back that opens up, and it can have a gun in it, and then you can hold on to it and shoot. Right now, we have a stable sort of platform. This is really neat. Now, are we still getting out of it? Yeah, it's still growing. So, I mean, that tells me if we can expand it again on the bottom. We can add two more radiators in here, and if we do that, it'll be perfect. Sleep. Right, and then once we reach our destination, watch that heat go up still. I'm impressed. there's the island there. Alright, so we can start to descend a little bit. There we go. We can just slow down as we approach. Now, where do we gotta drop these off? On the dock, I think. Whew. Oh, there we go. Oh, nice. Oh, I can't reach that from here. Oh, that's too bad. Alright, so what we'll do... Take manual control of the helicopter, and then I'll land. I'll see if there's any... going where I want them to go, and then we'll figure it out from there. All right. Now that is the power of a helicopter like this. The money. Look at how much money we just made. 20,000. I went from $100 to 20,000 just like that in a single flight. That's cool. Now let's see what's available here. Not much. Oh, there's a crate over there. I'll take that tasty thing. Nice. Is there one down here? Not that I can see. There might be one over there too. All right. Maybe there's one upstairs. No. Alright, maybe there's one inside. Oh, there's one right there. Another one. Yeah! Nice! Alright, what do we got here? We got FJW. Slow yourself. FJW. BVG. So that FJW would be alright. I don't know if we're quite ready to go that far with the helicopter. Alright, there was two there for FJW, Sawyer South, and FJW. Wow, that's 30,000. And we'll pick up this oil one here and we'll go to Sawyer South. That's cool. Now we're a cargo. We got a cargo helicopter now. Alright, there we go. So, I'd say it's been a pretty good video actually, this one. So we did some research. No, we found some crates which are going to allow us to do some research. We figured out how to get the helicopter to fly by itself and do it in a real smooth way. So yeah, I think what we need now to do is make a little bit more money. I need to unlock larger modular engines. And what we need to do is we need to launch ourselves a like a master ship, which is going to have these ships on it, these smaller vessels on it, the boat, a couple of these helicopters, and we'll use that to travel around. I think it'd be really good. We could have one for resources. Alright. And one for search and rescue. Whew. One container, no problem. Alright, so we are flying to... This is cool. Just click Sawyer South. Whew. I like it. I can calibrate that while I'm flying. Whew, this is going to be a long flight. Well, I think that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. This container is having some issues. Yeah, we'll deliver this container, and then we're going to fly back to our home base. I need to add a fuel gauge to this. That would probably help. And get the RPS gauge working and a couple of more things. And then, like I say, and then we'll have to look at where we go from here. I think we shrink the helicopter down. And then we make one for, I mean, I don't know, we can use this size, but I want to test out a couple of things. And I think we make a ship that we can launch these from. Because then we can sail down to the desert, for example, launch a helicopter, go and get the resources that we need, sail around. Yeah, I think that's going to make a lot of sense. So we'll have to set one of these up as a smaller drone. Doesn't have to land on the sea, so we can get rid of a lot of that pontoon stuff. And I think it'll be really cool. Yeah, there you go. Automatic flying helicopter. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.